Hello, my darlings. My name's Silvadorkable. I'm your friendly monster waifu, and today we are playing a Song of Horror, or just Song of Horror. I want to thank the developers for trusting me with a key to let you guys know exactly how awesome this game is. This is available on Steam, by the way. I would heavily suggest taking a look at it if you like horror games. Ooh, music boxes. Music boxes are always great tools. For horror. Spoopies. It's got tentacles. Excuse me. I was listening to that. Rude. While I do have headphones, I do not have a controller. Or should I say my controller doesn't like staying connected, so because of that, I don't want to use a controller. Just to... Can I... No, I can't. I can't control... Okay.
Home sweet home.
I'm guessing this is Daniel if he's home, so... What's that up there? Okay, I can't do... No, I just... There. Those bring back some really good memories. Oh, okay. Why would I turn off the light? First things first. We're obviously going to the bathroom. Toilet drain stinks as usual. Why are you sniffing the toilet drain? That's... Okay, I can't go into the bathroom. Plan to spend my Sunday on this couch listening to jazz. My videotape collection. I've got quite a few westerns and cop movies. Not a fan of horror, I see. Can't wait to see the next X-Files episode. Okay. You know, I made the assumption that you didn't like horror, but X-Files is kind of unusual. Should sell that old thing once and for all. Oh, that's just the light. I don't want to turn the light off. Damn, I closed the curtains again. I'll end up killing this poor plant. The fact that he even has a plant that's alive is leaps and bounds above me. Some leftover coffee, not my drug of choice on a Friday evening. Coffee is the drug of choice on every evening. Squeaky clean, just like it should be. Is there something I should be looking for? Like, not really hungry, plus I didn't get any groceries. Not the greatest pizza I've had, but it hit the spot. Okay, like, granted, don't get me wrong, this gives me a good narrative about Daniel, was it? But...
Oh, crikey, seriously?
Can I...
Hello?
Daniel, it's me, Etienne. Hey, we've got a bit of a major emergency going on here.
Oh, you're joking. Friday evening, and there's an emergency?
This is serious business. Sebastian Husher is nowhere to be found, and his manuscript should have been at the office by Tuesday. He won't answer his calls, and he hasn't shown up at his office at the university. He's vanished into thin air.
Oh, don't screw with me, Etienne. Call him on Monday, or send a courier for him. I just got in the door less than 5 minutes ago.
I go myself, but I've got to attend Albert's performance in half an hour. Plus, Husher's house is closer to your place than it is to mine. Come on, man. The sooner you go, the sooner you'll get back home.
You're going to owe me a big fat favor.
Whatever you want. Write this down. 4 Abbott Thomas Road, in the old housing developments along Highway EB-15.
EB-15? Good God, that's out in the sticks. I plan to take a few days off after this.
Well, we'll talk about that once you find him. Oh, and if he gives you the manuscript, don't show it to anyone. And don't go selling it off to the highest bidder.
I'll see what I can do. We'll ring you up when I get back.
Thanks, Dan. You're saving my skin.
Again. Another Friday evening and I'm working as an errand boy. I suppose they're too important over at Wake Publishers to come looking for jolly old Husher themselves. Shit. Even I should be too important for that. Though I mustn't overstretch my complaints. Rising from my lot as a drunkard and financial ruin to that of an errand boy is actually quite an improvement. If only things had gone a bit better for the company, or I'd got on the wagon a bit sooner. Damn, Sophie did the right thing when she divorced me. I would have divorced myself in her place.
It's a lot of
Noia, the bloody alcoholic.
a lot of
Shut up,
exposition.
you. That is Daniel Noia, the bloody ex-alcoholic, after all. Wake Publishers employee by day, Wake Publishers screwed over lackey by evening. Even Friday evenings. But if I could find Husher, I have a feeling my status at the company would rise quite a bit. After all, he is the publishing firm's biggest star. Let's cross our fingers and hope he...
Husher Manor is a large 19th century colonial house property of Sebastian P. Husher, acclaimed professor and historical fiction author. A Friday like any other. Tricycle. I didn't even know Husher had kids. He doesn't. That's his tricycle. Oh. Time to go snooping around. Why take the side door when I can take the main one? Because I am nosy. I want to go through my neighbor's stuff. Or friends, colleagues' stuff. Newspaper. That murderer they arrested about a week ago is on the front page. Door's
Hello?
open. Not suspicious.
Is that music? I'd better take a look.
Hold up. Was that music box we saw Husher's? Because that would kind of make a little bit of sense. Each character has their own light source. To turn it off and on, press F. Once it's on, you can choose the direction of which you want to point the light. To do so, use mouse. This will allow you to illuminate specific areas and also help you interact with objects that might not be right in front of your character. Your light source will never run out. Use as much as you want.
Is that someone playing a music box?
The alarm seems disabled. Much better if it goes off. We'll have a lot of explaining to do. They look like travel guides. Logmarks 12. Guess it needs fixing. There's a lot of clothes. Is there anyone here? Can't Go that way. I'm supposed to go towards the music box, but I want to look at everything I can. Sure. In a lot of these frames, pictures. The rest must be family. Those paintings are depressing. I've never put them in my place. It's weird. What are those suitcases doing here? Oh, so I can essentially, like, look around at things and potentially, like, look at them. No, I can't? Okay, some things I guess I have to go up to. With so many people in the house, no wonder no one ever answered. It's... Oh, that's sarcasm. My mistake. Nice record player, looks vintage. It's a nice house. Chessboard really suits the highbrow feel of the house. What a beauty. Must sound like an angel. All of those bottles, and to think they almost ruined my life. Can I, like, take anything? Is this a game where I can, like, pick up stuff and hold on to it till I inevitably need it? I don't think it is. God, I hope it doesn't expect me to do any, like, quick time events.
Something on that doorknob.
Decorative fruit. The expensive porcelain kind. Porcelain fruit? Books and plates in the same cabinet. Table is set but covered with dust. Where is everybody? Family portraits, they look old. Man, that mirror's dirty. Documents and items. You have found an examinable item. Inspect it to gain information by pressing E. To examine the backside, use that. You can access your inventory and collect documents. Oh god, I can't. How are you? To be completely honest, from Husher, owned by Daniel in the author's mansion. Oh, there we go, that's better. Wasn't completely honest, I must admit that we are all impatiently waiting your latest work. My dear friend, I must ask a favor of you. Enclosed with this letter, you will find one of my latest items we have purchased at the store, an ornate music box with fascinating engravings. The craftsmanship is astonishing, but something else caught my eye, or perhaps I should say ear. The melody. Sebastian, it's peculiar. You have to listen for yourself. I had never heard the song before, and my attempts at finding the score or the name of the composer have failed. I cannot for the life of me get that melody out of my head. Would you be willing to help me find any clues regarding this box and its mysterious melody? I would be forever grateful. The warmest wishes, Isaac Farber. Isaac Farber was on the name of that document that got shattered by the music box. P.S. I've also enclosed a little information I managed to find about said box. Letter addressed to Sebastian P. Hester.
Interesting.
Why is it there?
What the? How can there be a door there?
Nonetheless, a creepy, spooky door covered in ink. Classical music album. I like how the closer I get to it, the more menacing it sounds. The radio is older than me, and are those rifles real? No, not you. You. Wow, this guy likes to hunt. Sophie and I... Yeah. that was the last anyone ever saw of Daniel.
I'd hardly taken a step forward when I heard the door close behind me. When I turned around, the door wasn't there anymore, and all that was left of it was a strange shadow on the wall. I searched. I despaired. And I screamed until my throat began to burn. The candles started to run out, as did the batteries in my torch. From within the most suffocating darkness, the hours went by, until turning into days, and I began to fall in and out of a restless sleep. I would hear voices, sometimes right next to me, other times a few yards away. It seemed like they were coming from the other side of the wall. Desperate cries, howling in horror, and sometimes, the worst of all, a vast, oppressive silence would fall, seeming to emanate from everywhere and nowhere all at once. There was nobody there, just hallucinations, nightmares, black nothingness, and the song from that music box. Trapped in this impossible place, I wondered if I was going to die there.
I am genuinely intrigued.
Etienne, do you have any news on Daniel yet?
Oh, Sophie. No. We've been calling him at home all day, but there's no response. Do you know if he's got a mobile phone?
No, I don't think so, and if he does, he doesn't tend to keep it on him.
Oh, man. I think I should pass by the Husher place when I leave, just to see if they know anything.
Husher the writer? Your client?
Yeah. I sent Daniel over there on Friday, and I haven't heard from him since.
What's the address? I'm going to stop by Daniel's place, and if I don't find him, I can go around and ask about him.
The house on the outskirts of town.
What is
on
her
Highway
necklace?
EB-15. Number 4, Abbott Thomas Road. It's a big house.
Okay, I'm headed over. Call me if you find him.
Of course. Same to you.
Necklace looks like some eldritch shit. Also, why would his ex-wife be curious about him? It's been 3 days since Daniel entered the Husher mansion. No one has heard from him since. Oh, okay, let's see. This is kind of cool. Okay, Sophie Van Den End. Age 40, light source, candle. Life has always put Sophie to the test many times, but she always pulls through. It was thanks to this resilience that she summoned the strength to put an end to her failing marriage with Daniel. Sophie, who runs a well-known art gallery, is now enjoying the ever-elusive prosperity she has always longed for. I'm guessing serenity is like something that you need for sanity. Whenever I light one, everything around me feels safer and more peaceful. Scented candles. Etienne Bertrand, age 45, light source lighter. Etienne, a confident self-made man, is sales manager at Wake Publishing, making him Daniel's direct supervisor. In his role as personal assistant, Daniel has become somewhat of an errand boy, but Etienne is slowly giving him greater responsibilities. Although they love to complain about working together, they have grown fond of each other, developing a friendship outside of work that neither of them like to admit. Note folder. Writing down anything important is the secret to remembering. That's kind of true because I also suck at remembering and write down everything. Alexander Laskin, age 59, light source candle. Alexander and his wife Masha are housekeepers at writer Sebastian P. Husher's mansion. Watching over the author's children is one of their many household duties. The Russian couple of Christian faith moved to Europe in the early 80s in an attempt to flee from a mysterious past that Alexander rarely, if ever, speaks about. Metal hip flask. Take a good swig from the flask to soothe your nerves when danger lurks. Always worked for me. Alina Ramos, age 32, light source flashlight. Alina is a passionate, hands-down type of learner, always eager to get her hands dirty at work. Happy and energetic, she's traveled the world with her sister in search of a better life for them both. Now working as an electrical technician at Monolith Security, Alina is part of a highly qualified tech support team repairing high-end home security systems for exclusive clients, not elusive clients. Walkie-talkie. It doesn't work very well. It picks up a lot of weird interference. Well, since she seems to have a decent amount of serenity and I have a feeling this is going to be necessary, I'm going to go with Sophie for now. But I do like that they give you multiple people. I'm curious, if one person dies, are they out of the game forever? Your mansion is large. Oh yeah, I already read that. You're stuck. Try reading the documents you found. The clue you're looking for might just be hiding in plain sight. $1998. I don't know why, but I really thought this was maybe in like the early 1900s or 1900s. I had the feeling it was in like the 1900s, and it's not. It was 1998. Tricycle is wet and beginning to rust. Must have been here for days. Can I go to the side now? Why is there even a side if I can't use it? Totally jammed. I want to know what's in that fucking side area. That it's a cemetery. That it's filled with blackjack and hookers. Newspaper that's been through a storm. You can hardly read a word. It's been through a storm.
The door was open. Is there anybody home?
Modern burglar alarm. Books in the foyer. The clock is a turn of the century. Just lovely. The time isn't set properly. Clothes hung up. Someone must be home then. Well,
Yes.
I don't remember that deer before. My dear eccentric husband, I left your key in the top drawer of your bureau in the library. The children have been very nervous lately. We need to talk about this as soon as you get back, and I don't want them playing with it. Photos? The Death Marches by Carla Shlomo. It's inspired by the prisoner transference which took place in World War II. I wouldn't put it up in my house. Pile of suitcases seems about much for even a long journey, but I don't think they're moving either. It's been years since I've seen one of these telephones. Novels written by Husher. Never understood why people have to murder defenseless animals for sport. Soot all over the place. I feel like some of these items can only really be used by someone with the right object. Like the lighter, for example, would be useful at the fireplace, or, you know, being a technician for electricity might help you with the security panel, but history magazines, I actually subscribe to some of these. A wilted plant. Sometimes happens to mine when I have a lot going on the gallery. It's called not watering it. Seeing so many bottles reminds me of Daniel. An upright piano. We actually did have one. It wasn't that fancy, but we did have a piano growing up. I never really learned it, I just played on it. I'm not what you would call musically inclined. Porcelain fruit, candlesticks, very old and dusty. Table has been set for 4. Dishes. Built a filthy mirror. Can't see anything, it's covered in filth. This isn't a claustrophobic thing. Covered in dust. It's an ordinary matchbox. It's actually kind of fun. I'm digging this. What's this one then? I went in there. Came in. Oh, okay. I hope this doesn't have me do like running or fighting, because this does not feel like a game that I can effectively run in.
There's something on the counter.
What the fuck was that sound? Drawing by Saul, a drawing done by Hesher's youngest child. That is a monster, I'll say that. Saul 7. Water came out from under the sink and there's a wire right there. How about we don't touch that? Ring. Looks like it goes on something like a key or something. I'm probably gonna have to glue it. Coffee in the pots. There'd be old cookbooks. Writings in Russian. Ew. The apples are beginning to rot. Wait, is there something else there? Souvenirs, huh? Serves. Okay, nothing of consequence. Can I leave? Oh, there we go. Need a key to open it. I can run. It kind of makes me nervous, honestly. Like, the fact that I can run means that I might need to run in the future, and I don't like that. I like knowing I might need to run in the future. God, there's so many rooms. Need a key to open it. Okay, so it's not just gonna let me go climb right back into the room, which is kind of what I was hoping to do. So this one. So I can run, but it takes a little while to run. Like, the character kind of has to catch her step. I must admit, spend a week in this library. It's great, I don't care. Historical novels, cheap entertainment. Lovely camera, it's only a replica. 18th century globe. Usually when I see globes like that, they're filled with liquor. an Olivetti from the 1940s. I'm sure it's old-fashioned even when it comes to his work. Olivetti must be the typewriter? Macabre Tales, noir novels. Oh, Psycho by Robert Bloch. Dictionaries, atlases, and manuals in a variety of language. Hardly resist the temptation to take one of them. Japanese swords, both look authentic. I can imagine them in museum pieces. Aha. I've got to lubricate it somehow. Okay. Oh.
I should take a look on this floor first.
I've looked on this floor! I already looked everywhere. Apparently I'm missing something. Oh! Oh, I know. You can go light that fireplace, right? I feel like that's a thing I can do. I can find it again. Come on. Oh, can't go that way. Can't go that way. There we go. First, I need something to get lit. Something to... Wait, where's the... Can't I light the little kid's picture? Regardless, I am having a lot of fun with this, but I want to cut it here because I feel like this is going to take quite a while. But I wanted to give you guys a look at Song of Horror. I'm probably going to continue to play this, and if you'd like to see more, let me know in the comments. But otherwise, take a look at the game. You can find it in the link in my description on their Steam page. So far, the animation and like the modeling and the environment looks beautiful. As far as the character voicing, the voice acting seems to be on par with the quality, and although, like, I can't say I really care for the still frame kind of narration that they use, I do like the fact it looks like watercolor and grayscale. I do kind of like the method they're delivering it, even if I do find it a little expositional when it comes from Daniel. But overall, I think this is really going to get into like the Lovecraftian eldritch horror of questioning sanity and everything, and I'm kind of intrigued by this. So, with that being said, I hope all of you have a great evening, and I will see you later, my darlings. Love you. Mwah.